What's up, YouTube? Happy Saturday. So today I wanted to do a little discussion about a new Facebook group. It's called Throw Therapy. You can find the link down in the description for the group. Basically what Throw Therapy is it is a group focused on supporting other throwers who use yo-yo as kind of a form of therapy, hence Throw Therapy, and just kind of trying to give everybody support through whatever issues they may be going through or have gone through. I'm sure it's not a surprise to a lot of you that a lot of guys who play yo-yo have had struggles in their lives, whether it be mental, physical, or what have you. Mental or emotional struggles particularly. That's really what Throw Therapy is about. A lot of it has to do with just throwing and playing yo-yo as a form of therapy. And I've talked about this before. I've personally sort of picked up yo-yo as kind of a form of therapy. As some of you guys have know, I do have OCD. If you can't tell, I make videos every day. You kind of have to have some sort of obsessive, compulsive thing to be able to do that. But I have OCD, so I've had OCD basically as long as I can remember. Before I had kids, my form of handling OCD was to just try to tackle a monumental task. Often this meant cleaning the entire house from top to bottom, just, you know, building a guitar from scratch, playing a video game for hours on end. I was a big fan of World of Warcraft, and that really helped to, not helped, but that really sort of fed the compulsion. So I could play Warcraft for a long time, and if I got whatever task I was looking to get accomplished done in Warcraft, say, did a raid or something like that, something that I could schedule, that would feed the compulsion and it would satisfy the compulsion, and then I could go along being a normal person. And I would insert things like this for my entire life. Video games and just hobbies and other compulsive things, compulsive tasks to sort of feed the compulsion. A lot of times what I used to do is if I was feeling particularly compulsive, getting that itch, that's what I would always refer to it as, get the itch, to do something monumental. I would sit downstairs and play guitar for hours on end, sometimes write a song, write a bunch of riffs, learn a whole song, do stuff like that. Guitar is still a big passion of mine, but I could really get obsessive with it and just sort of fall into this hole where I would look up and half the day would have passed and my fingers would be rather sore, but I didn't want to stop playing or tweaking or doing whatever with guitar tones and what have you. So, on with children. I had children. You've seen them. They're little. They're wonderful. The thing about kids that nobody tells you is all of your hobbies, all of those extracurricular things, and all of your obsessive-compulsive satisfiers go out the window. You can't play guitar downstairs for 4 or 5 hours at a time. You can't just go on a tear and clean the house from top to bottom because kids are messy. You can't do that. I would react to them and react to my family as though they were an obstacle of my cleaning or whatever I was doing as far as my compulsion was concerned until that compulsion was satisfied. Can't do that. You shouldn't treat kids like that. Now, I never hit anybody. That wasn't part of it. But I would generally be unpleasant to be around if I couldn't satisfy the compulsion. And the older my kids got, and the less, like, compulsive care they needed, the more just, like, sort of general watching that they needed, it became harder and harder for me to satisfy my compulsions, because the kids would still need me enough that I couldn't complete this monumental task, but at the same time, they weren't the monumental task that would satisfy the compulsion because it wasn't so hard to just watch them play. So I needed something to satisfy the compulsion. My wife came to me and said, look, you've been miserable to be around, and that's a problem. You can't treat your family like that. And I said, you know, you're right. What do I do? Well, on one of these compulsive cleaning sprees, I managed to find my old box of yo-yos. And I just wandered around the house that day throwing yo-yo. it was fun. It was nice. And I felt better that day. So I started to look into it, and then I found how modern yo-yos work. And it was great, and it all went from there. As you can see, I still certainly have some compulsions. Collecting as a compulsion, yo-yoing as a compulsion, but these are compulsions that are much healthier. I can do them around my family, and I'm a more pleasant person to be around. That, in addition to medication. Yo-yoing and hobbies and things like that are no substitute for medication and counseling. They just aren't, but they help. And that's really what throw therapy is about. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is the point of the throw therapy group on Facebook is to sort of be able to share your story with other throwers, be able to provide support for each other if you have a time of need, or support somebody in their time of need. They are going to be doing a hashtag throw therapy bracelet to help provide funds for counseling for other throwers who maybe can't afford it, or just to help people, help throwers in need, help people who just are kind of down on their luck, or good people, but otherwise, you know, maybe need a little bit of help. Putting bracelets together now. I know they just raised enough in order to order the first run of bracelets, so those will be available soon for a donation, and it really will be able to help some people along. So really the point of the group is to kind of show you that people are there for you, to show you, so you can show other people, other throwers, that you're there for them, and kind of show other throwers that you know, you're not alone in your own personal struggles, whatever those struggles may be. So it's a really cool group on Facebook. Check the links in the description. You're definitely going to want to check it out. You're going to want to help your fellow throwers out in any way you can, because it's a great community. It's been an awesome community to me since I got here. You guys have been awesome to me, and I think this is just another way we can all sort of share the love and just share, you know, the joy of yo-yoing, and also the, you know, help and therapy and just support that it gives, and support that the community gives. So it's going to be a really good group. It is already a really good group. You need to go check it out. Links down in the description and all of that stuff. But go ahead and check out Throw Therapy. Throw your yo-yos for therapy if you need to, in addition to counseling and medication if you need that. Or just, you know, talk to somebody. There'll be people there to talk to. There'll be resources there to help guide you, to help guide people if they do need help. And, you know, we're all here for you. So that's going to do it for me today, though, guys. I know it was a little bit of a heavy topic today, but I tried to keep it as light as humanly possible. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. I do videos. I try to do videos every day. I missed one day this week because I had something planned. It didn't work out, and such is life. But it's okay, because I'm going to give you an extra video, I think, on Monday. So that should work out. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers to you. I'll see you next time.